Third down, 6 yards to go now.
Two deep zone. Screen.
An inside screen to Moss, and he's got some room. And moves. Randy Moss. Oh, my.
Oh!
Now we see the speed. Randy Moss.
Looks like he's going the distance.
Randy Moss.
What a play.
Wow. Woo! 84 yards, Randy Moss.
Looked like an Olympic high hurdle there when he made the last tackle miss in the secondary.
And that is what Bob Sutton did not want to see today. Randy Moss.
There's a lot of calm and command from Milroe at the start of this game. He's got to have it right now. And they take a downfield shot. And the catch is made. It's Ryan Williams, still spinning free. Touchdown, Alabama. They answer in one play. 75 yards for the 17-year-old. Are you kidding us?
One-on-one. Look at the DB. Never located the football. The receiver, Williams, does. That's why he was able to adjust back. Julian Humphrey never saw him. Out on an island because of the quickness there off the line of scrimmage. Look at this. It's not the greatest route, but it's the awareness and the ability to come back to the ball. And then what he does after the catch. This isn't a big guy. He's 175 pounds.
A lot of action going on, a lot of flashing going on.
Marino. Nice cut back. Look at him jump the defender! Oh, baby!
Oh, man, what a play. Look at the tail end of this. He jumps over him, and it wasn't like he was squatting down. He's up about 4 feet tall and gets an extra 4 or 5 yards. Again, look at the fans react because they see it on that Jumbotron.
Oh, they'll be talking about this one in Alabama for a while. 3rd and 10 from the 22. Slack picked off by Primetime. What timing? Neon Dion. And it's 10:55 Eastern, so still 5 minutes left in primetime. Sanders with his 6th interception of the year.
They were saying during training camp there were times he was up over 12,000 yards on his catapult system. That's almost 7 miles. And that's sprinting. Right? I mean, that is back and forth between a receiver and DB. Superhuman efforts.
On first down, Jefferson gets away from one, and superhuman pick from Travis Hunter. Put the cape on him already.
Ooh, and he just popped a little high. Did he just do that? Don't you test him deep, and then the short area quickness. Watch this burst, Kugler, when he puts his foot in the ground and how quickly he covers and finishes.
And is this foreshadowing? Oh, my.
4th and 1. Here's what they're going to, they run behind Davin Joseph with Adrian Peterson, their best players. Peterson, they go to the house. 25-20. Breaking another run. What a run. Adrian Peterson. Man, just Adrian Peterson and Davin Joseph. They pull Davin Joseph. Unblocked guy, Peterson runs him over. And now trying to knock the ball out, Adrian Peterson says, none of that. And now I'm going to just stiff arm you away from the play. I mean, out
Three people are going to say later, I should have tackled him.
Roberts right there, unblocked. He's got him one-on-one. Can't get it done. Now you're trying to punch the football out of there. It doesn't get it done.
Adrian Peterson is taking care of things right now, and Peterson is all the way down to the 30. He's still on his feet. Peterson still on his feet. Peterson down to the 10.
Oh, my. Did we say that he won the Walter Payton Award and that he would resemble Sweetness? This is as close to Sweetness as you're going to get on the college level, maybe even the pro level.
Here's Deshaun Jackson with another punt return attempt. Nice high punt by Perez. Inside the 30 for Jackson. And look out. Got to beat the punter. He beats the punter. And he is gone. Touchdown, California. Look, how about Jackson with the speed, the read?
The bait to go left and then come back right, pick up the block. And right here, he's gone. There's nobody going to catch him, and he knows it because the kicker's not going to stop him.
That didn't look like a Michigan team at all, did it? Just personnel-wise, and obviously the new spread offense.
See what Jeremy Maclin can do from his own one. Maclin with a burst. He might have an answer here. Jeremy Maclin says, "I've got a little something for you." Touchdown, Tigers.
He gets a block by Earl Goldsmith, but I said, wow, watch Goldsmith 7. Just get out of my way. But he showed a burst. Last year in this game, he took a punt return for 66 yards.
And Paul Roach at halftime, I'm sure they made those adjustments.
Oklahoma State has had 2 quick scoring drives lately. Let's see how they answer. How about Barry Sanders to midfield? He might go!
He's going to lead through the hole, and now here's the ability that Sanders has to cut it. Watch his feet. Watch his feet. Look at the balance, and now he's gone. Don't tackle him on the upper body. You can't get him down. They didn't get him down there, and now the speed. Now the speed.
And Scott, the tight end in motion now, wing right. Brown, here comes the blitz. Henderson picks it up. Brown to Smith. Over! Wow. Jeremiah Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Are you kidding me? Wow, 17-yard touchdown.
He's 4 out of 6 today. Play action. Kelly throwing deep from Moss, and he's got it. Santana Moss breaks the tackle. Forget it. He's gone. Touchdown, Hurricane. 80 yards.
Just like playing, playground football. If you're fast, you run fast, make that guy run as fast as he can, put on the brakes, stop, catch the ball. You understand why these guys are so good when you really watch them in person. I mean, they got all the plays, and they got speed out there at wide receiver.
Now it's 4th and 14. Left side, man open, Robinson, first down at the 48.
What a clutch throw by Chris Ricks.
1:07 to go. They need a field goal to tie and send it into overtime. Ricks, forced right, pulls up, goes deep for PK Sam, adjusts, caught it, touchdown!
Gus Scott was beat on this play, and Chris Ricks didn't overthrow him. He got totally turned around and didn't know where the football was, and PK Sam made the catch.
A first down and 10 with the ball at the 35-yard line. Fake carry, Young, 40, midfield, nobody out there to get him, turn it on, that's Young, touchdown!
In the 90s, Virginia Tech has blocked more kicks than any other Division I-A team. A big part of their game, special teams. Vick on the option, keeps it, he's gone. It. The 30, the 20, they'll never catch him. Michael Vick, touchdown, 46 yards.
Watch all the blue shirts. They're going to go to the top of the screen, and watch right here as he stops right there. Now he cuts back, and nobody's there because everybody is over pursuit. This is the element that number 7 brings to Virginia Tech, as well as being a quality drop back passer. Steve Michael Vick is not just an athlete. He's a terrific quarterback.
Buckeyes would love a second turnover. In trouble, takes off. Cuts free, short of the first down, and there he is. The big cat delivers the blow, and Jones is nailed short of the first down. Hello, Mr. Katzenmoyer.
7 seconds. Riddell to the sideline. Wow, what a hit! Flags all over the field. It's ruled incomplete. No time on the stadium clock.
From the gun on 3rd down and 2. Collaros to throw. Ball caught, and Woods is blown up. Incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Call the police and charge Keith Tandy with assault. He absolutely crushed DJ Woods, as the ball came in on a quick pass to the outside, Tandy blew him up.
Devin Hester awaits. Returnable, 41-yarder. Hester from the 22. Picking up box. He hit the middle hard. Devin Hester, the punter to beat. He beat him. The Miami Hurricanes take the lead. Touchdown.
This is a low-line drive kick, and once you do that, notice there's nobody down there near him. Devin Hester told everybody that I want to be like Deion Sanders.
Yep.
That's the guy he wants to be, a defensive back and a kick returner. Kurt, take that punter.
The punter tries the leg whip. He goes down. The crossover dribble got him there in the open field.
Now the crowd trying to come to life because Georgia Tech's got a 3rd and 1. They're about 35% on the year in their 3rd down conversions. Reggie Ball, play action to Choice, jump pass, got it to Calvin Johnson. Johnson inside the 40, he might be gone. Johnson 20, down the sideline, they're not going to get him. Touchdown Georgia Tech, 2nd of the day for number 21. 53 yards on the pass play.
We said in the opening that Reggie Ball and Calvin Johnson, those two guys had to make some things happen.
Pressure, intercepted. Intercepted by Antoine Cason, who takes it the other way.
Pressure up the middle. They don't get there. It's a low punt. Cason fields it at his ankles at the 43. Cason gets the corner. Antoine Cason cruising into the end zone. Huge night for Antoine Cason on senior night. 2 touchdowns. It's starting to feel a lot like the mugging that the Wildcats gave the Ducks a year ago in Autzen.
On 2nd and 7. Mandel leaps over a guy still on his feet. Mandel, Labhart. Touchdown Aggies. He's magic.
Somehow doesn't go down, keeps the play alive, and actually finds the original fake bubble to Labhart. That was wild.
4:36 left here in the first. Pinckney still in at quarterback. Chris Johnson bounces off a one. He's still up. Johnson to the outside, has a chance. Foot race, goodbye. Chris Johnson all the way to the end zone, 68 yards.
Boise State heard all week about the speed of Chris Johnson, but it's not quite the same until you see it live.
Got a good pass, and boy, they fumbled the snap. The ball picked up by Adams, and Gaines Adams is going to take it the distance, and what a play. The holder mishandled the snap, and just like that, Clemson gets a free one.
What a change of momentum. Temple just mishandled it. Swank had to stop. It was a perfect snap. Temple, who's a backup punter, and a lot of times you see those guys as the holders, just can't get it down. A little bit of a wobble.
The best combo. He blocks well, and he also catches well. Good finish there. Spiller gets the handoff, goes to the right, has an opening, he's loose at midfield. Got one man that can catch him, that's Swanson, and he will not. 10-5, touchdown Clemson, 72 yards by C.J. Spiller. And the Tigers have come from nowhere all in the 4th quarter.
He's made great progress recruiting that state. Has the last 2 100-meter champions on this team, and that is C.J. Spiller, who ran a 10-4-200 meters.
For 42 yards.
Watch some trickeration here.
Gray down the field, and it's picked off. It's picked off by Colton Heagle. Heagle finally brought down, and then the ball pops loose. Bison. Touchdown picked up by Marcus Williams.
You know, everybody boos. Well, you just don't go into halftime when you throw the ball. Something bad's going to happen. Now he's going to return it here, and all of a sudden the ball pops loose right into Marcus Williams from Hopkins High School. I can hit a 9-iron from my house at high school.
Shortell. Time in the pocket. Pass picked off. It's Marcus Williams. Williams still on his feet. Williams reaching out. He might take that away. Touchdown. Marcus Williams, the Minneapolis native, 40-yard return.
Here's a give this time. Lynch bounces it outside. He's in midfield. He's the 45. Trying to juke and does. Gets 5 at the 35 at the 30. It's Marshawn Lynch. He's going to take it to the house. He's the 10. He's the 5. He's gone. Touchdown, California. 55 yards for Marshawn Lynch. Out of Oakland. He's an East Bay guy, Barry. East Bay guy and just one of the most popular guys on this California team.
Anderson to the left of quarterback Will Howard. Gets the snap. Howard fakes the handoff. Sets up at the 50 to pass. Shoots that down the middle of the field for Ibuka. Got it to the 5 and into the end zone. Emeka Ibuka raced by the Oregon defense and takes it into the end zone for Ohio State's second touchdown of the day. And the Buckeyes, thanks to that 42-yarder through the air, have a 13-0 lead over Oregon.
Gordon has a shot, won't get it. Touchdown, 60 yards.
And he's been pretty good. Here's Tebow stepping back, goes deep, right side, man. Caught!
Oh, my goodness.
How about that, Percy Harvin?
Oh, my goodness. Ball was underthrown. Watch Percy here. Now, tell me if you don't think he's trying to come down and knock this ball down and save it. And he doesn't. He just bounces it to himself and makes the catch. He's going to try to knock it down and hits him in the shoulder, and he makes the catch.
7 is 22. Andy Campbell gives to Bo Jackson. Jackson's on his way. Goodbye. In your face. 71 yards for Bo Jackson.
No, they went to Hickman, and Penn State, well-timed blitz. LeVar Arrington, the All-America candidate, came across.
Well, it was a great athletic play by LeVar Arrington. As you see, he times his blitz very well, leaves his feet, and hits Hickman in the backfield. But this is where your quarterback sees that coming and has to hold his cadence.
Oh, here comes my guy, Miles Jack.
This is just awesome, folks. If you missed it earlier, 4 defensive players have come in and played in offensive sets for UCLA, including their freshman linebacker, number 30, Miles Jack, who has 54 yards rushing tonight.
And the other backer, Zumwalt, is in.
3rd and 2. And they give it to the linebacker, Jack, and he gets another first down. And here he goes, Miles Jack. How about that? Jacked up indeed.
You can't make this stuff up, Tess. This kid is special good.
That's the fact, Jack. 66-yard touchdown run by a freshman linebacker.
Oh, coming around. Bush is going to throw it. He's got a man wide open, Jarrett. It's now a foot race to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. No flags. Oh, Norm Chow has picked their pocket on that one.
Gonna go long, deep over the middle. Has a man. Touchdown, Jason Rivers.
Somehow, Akron has to come up with a stop here.
Lynch looking end zone. Now going to keep the football. Look at him power his way inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown. Jordan Lynch and Northern Illinois. You talk about power personified.
You
want to play DB?
This is the linebacker mentality that Lynch has right there.
Watt and Gordon, the backfield combo.
Stavi on first down. Hand off Gordon. Off the right side. Has space. 45-50. 45-40. 35-30. Still up and gone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Melvin Gordon. 62 yards. Just a little hurdle over Corey Cooper, and Gordon was long gone. On 2nd and 10 from the Nebraska 26-yard line. Here comes Melvin to the 25, to the 20. Gordon 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Record-breaking run. Melvin Gordon, 408. 408 rushing yards. And he passes LaDainian Tomlinson with a single-game NCAA rushing mark.
As an NFL future, but after he's done here, just a sophomore. This is Goodwin. And the freshman has a crease. Sprinter speed. Forget about it.
Grantis Bell and Calvin Phillips, the wide receivers, on this 1st and 10. Harris on a busted play, freelances it, 20, 15, cuts 5, touchdown West Virginia! The Magician did it!
This was all Major Harris. He was supposed to go to his left, but there is no substitute for athletic ability, and he's got an awful lot of it. Made 3 guys miss, and you see why the coaches like to see him carry the ball.
He's a good receiver, and he's a big target. They go the other way with it, though, and it's option time. Wyatt Westbrook. The important thing right now is to make sure Randy Kinder can find a place to lay down. And he really took a hit.
Crowd getting back into it. Reesing looking, has a man, throws underneath the coverage. Oh, what a hit at the 43-yard line. My goodness.
Brandon Hundley.
Watch this. Boom. Oh, check the dentures.
Almost gets hit by his own guy.
Reynolds' 4th interception of the year. First down, back on the field. The option toss to Savoy. Savoy, a touchdown run earlier, has the sideline. Steve Savoy's passed the ball. How about this for a momentum swing?
Hey.
Touchdown, Utah. 92 yards.
I liked how he set up the blocks. Came on to the rest of the offensive line. By the way, Paris Warren's jogging and he's staying with Savoy. I really like the way he set. Look, he moves to the inside, gets back to the outside, gets behind those big linemen. At this point, I thought he was going to just run out of bounds or get pushed out of bounds, but he's able to stay in bounds, and then he had the speed and got some blocks.
They have a 3-deep zone. They have McCain up on Harleen, but they have someone behind him. They have to go to the end zone.
Final play of the game, barring a penalty, all the time in the world for Beck. Can anybody get open for him? He'll roll right, lets it go, finds his guy, touchdown! Johnny Harleen comes all the way across the field. Beck finds him, and it's a touchdown, and BYU swarms the field. They win it. 5 in a row won't happen. John Beck. Put it in your books, the Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Year.
Reggie Williams, the single receiver down below. That's where Cody's looking. Slant route, got him. Reggie's at the 40. Can he outrun the defense? Big plays. Reggie Williams adds to the legacy of Washington versus Arizona. 6 for the Dogs and the lead.
Reggie Williams, quick grab on the quick slant, and he's off to the races. There's no way that Clay Hart's going to be able to catch Reggie Williams streaking down the sideline.
They will not call that, so you really get like an extra half second there.
Perfect.
Here's a bounce out by P. Ryan. LaMichael P. Ryan tight ropes the sideline. He's going to take it for the Gator touchdown. 88 yards.
No running attack all game. And then the linebacker has a chance to stop the play, bounces off the tackle, and then yards after contact, Make it a long one for a touchdown.
Low center of gravity, a nice way of saying he's very short.
Yeah.
But very effective. Now Burrow going to launch downfield for Chase. Who's got it? Touchdown, LSU.
Win the one-on-one battles outside the numbers. Jamar Chase has done that all year. What great ball skills and vision. Battling there with Terrell. Fighting, losing his balance, and keeping his eyes on that football to come up with a touchdown.
Winston takes off. Makes the man miss. Inside the 20. Jameis Winston hurdles inside the 10. Sidestep to tackler and dive to the end zone. The complete running skill set on display there.
It's a career long for Jameis Winston, 28 yards.
How about the blocks, by the way, on that play? The left guard, Matthias, the true freshman 15. See there at the end, Travis Rudolph doing his job. But Matthias.
Bridgewater gets away again. Now just heaves it up. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville, Damian Copeland. What a play by Bridgewater. Now the question is, did Copeland stay in bounds on the catch?
You need 1 foot down. Let's take a look.
Yes, sir. Touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Bonus touchdown in the NFL, dog.
Wow. What an effort by Copeland. But guys,
Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater buying time.
He's not even averaging 2 yards an attempt. No time. Malawaluga rocks him, number 58.
There's the hardest hitting linebacker in the country right there, and he gets a free look at this out.
Close to a fumble.
Go to the postseason for a 7th straight time after the field goal. It's a 3-point game. Avon Austin on the return. Austin turns the corner. Looking for a lane. Tavon Austin is gone.
Well, split Snead to the top. McCluster at quarterback. He will keep it. A big hole up the middle. McCluster to the 30. Still on his feet. He will take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Dexter McCluster, a read for him as Bolden comes back in formation. He's going to come across the formation. He reads it. Does he hand it? No, he keeps it straight through the middle. And a great job in the middle by Davin Geralds, the center, to get the big fella block for Florida up front. Lawrence Marsh.
Charlie McBride's guys got caught on that one. Gets it out to Warwick. That's a face mask. Let's see if we get a flag. There comes the flag, and he's loose. Warwick is going to take it the distance for the touchdown of 50 yards. What a great play by Peter Warwick. Catches the little flare pass, and watch the moves here. Stop, and go. He didn't just beat one. He had two guys going the wrong direction. Poor tackling here late in the ball game. They played great defense all night, then finally allowed the big play.
Gets his pass away, and Bryant with a one-handed stab inside the 10, inside the 5. Did he step out of bounds? He scored. He kept in bounds and got the touchdown, and I can't wait to see this reception because it looked like one hand for 29 yards. Good protection allowed Bryant to work all the way across the formation. Jimmy Smith passes off in zone coverage. Mankey in there because of the injuries at safety.
Brandon Weeden throws deep on 2nd and 7, looking for Blackman, and he has it. And off he goes for a touchdown. 67 yards.
Well, we said Texas didn't have an answer to Justin Blackman, but the other half of that combination, Sean, is pretty darn good. This Brandon Weeden, that's as good a ball as you're going to throw, and a deep ball. Oh, that's good coverage, good catch, 6 points.
Geis over the top. No signal, no signal. Florida says they stopped him. They spot the ball short of the end zone.
Florida hangs on. Florida goes back to Atlanta.
The LSU Tigers fake the dive to the left where they hadn't been having success, pitch it to the right, just penetration by the Gators defense. What a display. Goal line D.
Can you run a QB sneak against this big Alabama line?
Depends on how much space you get.
Not out of the shotgun. They're 2 of 3 on 4th down this year. Pavia wants to throw. He goes down the middle. It is caught. Touchdown. Vanderbilt and Junior Sherrill.
I think it's designed to be a quick throw time. You see there, it's not there. He keeps it alive. Sees one-on-one coverage, decides to go deep. How about Junior Sherrill 2 series ago on 4th down, the ball off of his fingertips. I didn't think there was any way he was going to be able to get to this football when he redirected and ran flat off the fingertips again for a score. Those 3 hung out together growing up. He was always the youngest and the smallest.
Milroe directing, and he gets drilled. Lost the football. Jalen Milroe gives it up. Miles Capers delivered the hit. They say Vanderbilt football.
Fourth and 7, the freshman quarterback against the top 20 defense. The game rides on this play. On the move, downfield, lobs it to the end zone. Touchdown! He's done it again.
Last week it was Mitch Matthews. This time it's Mitchell Juergens. They have anybody else named Mitch on the team?
I don't know, but I'll tell you if they do, Mangum will get it to him.
How about him with the nerve to keep his eyes down the field, guys closing in. He's running out of the pocket. He sees his man. He just throws it up to give him a chance. And that's all Juergens needed. He goes up and gets it. An amazing play. History repeats itself a week later, apparently.
3rd and long. 3rd and 10 here for Navarre. Quick drop, quick throw. He's got Walker who's just pounded. Brought to the turf by Matt Wilhelm, and that's a hit that is indicative of this rivalry.
Play action. Harris looks for the Brett Favre big play. And it's intercepted, picked off by Chase Minifield. The perfect example of what we're about to talk about. Mark Whipple said it's like Brett Favre. There are times that he makes the scratch your head throw, and there are times where he looks like a Hall of Famer. And right there, Ja'Cory Harris just threw it up for grabs into double coverage.
And he took a big hit, Bob, on the back end of it.
First down and 10 now for the Cats from their own 49-yard line. Ball left hash mark, trips to the right boundary to the left. Hand off to the tailback. Oh, he took a jarring shot from John Major. Major came charging in, darting on the hole, and just jarred the fillings loose in the tailback, Kadeem Carey.
3rd and 5. In motion is Jackson. Longshore to throw for it. Intercepted. And say goodbye to Alteron Verner, because he is gone. $83,494 going crazy at the Rose Bowl.
This defense for UCLA is based on speed and quickness. The cornerbacks are very confident. They've got short memories. They read, they react. He got a good jump on the ball, good pick, and once he catches it, you're not going to catch him. How about the step in front? Read it all the way, saw Longshore's eyes, and then the break on the ball and the explosion to the end zone.
3rd down and 12. Wilson looking down the middle.
Picked off! The freshman, David Magazoo! And East Carolina has come up with the 33-27 victory!
Panthers again. Priestley looking upfield toward the end zone. Wide open in the end zone is Antonio Bryant. Touchdown, Panthers. Yard touchdown reception.
time for Sellers. Eludes the pressure. There he goes. Lenore Sellers again to the end zone. He made it.
Lenore Sellers is him. All game long, all season long, he has been putting the team on his back. 5-game winning streak coming into this game. Was injured earlier in the season. Nearly beat LSU, got hurt late in that game. But he just sees the field, but not just the field. He sees and feels the pass rush.
Looking at 2nd down and 8 right now from the 6-yard line. Here's the sprint right. Jenkins pulls up. He's in trouble. And it's intercepted. My goodness.
David Pollock
stole the ball. Yes, it was picked off. It wasn't even thrown. Pollock.
Corey Jenkins looked around because he had no idea where the football went. I think David Pollock just grabbed the ball in the end zone for a touchdown.
Amazing.
They fake the end around, and Best has a huge hole down the middle. And then Bust to the outside. Best to the goal line, and in. Touchdown. What a run. Take a look and see if he got in. The ball crossed the plane there before he was knocked out of bounds. It's a touchdown.
Montez going to the end zone for Bobo. And he caught it out of bounds. We're not used to saying, does a one-hand catch constitute control?
Watch, pause on the catch.
Yeah.
Pause right there. Right. Ball, foot. That's a touchdown. He's got control.
Well, that's what the question will be.
It's no doubt.
Well,
in my eyes. I think it's enough to overturn it.
After review, the receiver had the ball in his right hand with his right foot on the ground. Touchdown.
Nettie waits for the snap. Gets it. It's a good coverage kick. Going to drive back to the 40-yard line. 45, 50. He's got one man to beat. Gets the block. He's going to score. Patrick Peterson. That's going to be from 60 yards. A 48-yard punt. 60-yard return. A flag is down, and let's listen to the crowd.
Result of the play is a touchdown.
Brooks and Claiborne are back. From the 1 is Claiborne. Burst to the 35, 40, 45, midfield. Won't catch him, folks. A 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by sophomore Morris Claiborne.
It's set up perfectly. He's dangerous. He's got tremendous speed. Picks up a few blocks. How about the shake right there? I thought he might just kind of be pushed out of bounds right there, but he doesn't give up on the play, and neither does the convoy of blockers. Looked like he might get pushed out. He keeps fighting to be able to try to find a crease, and eventually he found it. And again, the blockers didn't give up on him either. That's pride and a lot of athletic ability to be able to make this play.
Squibs it.
Yeah, that's how it was supposed to be done the other way.
Yes. Fournette does get it. Nailed.
I bet you that's number 10. That's
yes, it is. Yes. It's Foster.
And this time he gets up ahead of steam. That's a hit. And I know the Alabama players were a little nervous.
Along with Keith Ford. This one returnable by Speedy.
That's Mack Wilson, a true freshman, by the way. He's going to be an elite player someday. You know who he reminds me of with that hit? Reuben Foster a couple years ago. Holy cow.
Now they got to kick the ball to Strotter again. Last time they kicked it short. Strotter is dangerous. Now this is a returnable punt. Strotter will handle at the 30-yard line. Right back up the middle. There he goes. 45 midfield. He's got one man to beat. He's gone. Forget about it. Sammy Strotter touchdown.
They weren't feeling it before, they're feeling it now. And that play was created by Gerard Lawson, the cornerback, with a beautiful block on Ray Maualuga, knocking him over. Maualuga had missile lock between the 1 and the 9 of Sammy Strotter.
Boston College has scored touchdowns on each of its last 3 possessions. A.J. Dillon down the sideline. Dillon trying to dash to the end zone for the Eagles, and he's gone.
He's going to skate to the edge. He runs through the tackle of Jair Alexander. Get off me! He just throws the defender off his back.
22 is Chucky Williams, discarded by Dillon.
And then the speed, Tom, the speed. He outruns everybody. 4'5", 40 and 240 pounds.
That is no gimme for the Wildcats on the road at Purdue. The handoff by Hoynes to George in a foot race, and he gets away. George is gone. Eddie George putting up more Heisman Trophy numbers.
I'll tell you, Paul Marshall darn near had him tackled in the backfield for minus yardage, but the big, strong, fast guy like Eddie George is, he ran out of the tackle, got good blocking. Again, they're collapsing the point, and running back coach Tim Spencer raises his hand. Done a nice job of coaching this young man.
McFadden in at tailback. He will get the handoff, and he has a hole, folks. Look at the young man go. He's to the 20. Nobody in the building will catch him. 70 yards on the touchdown. That is a true freshman, averaging 9 yards a rush.
Renfrey has time, throws, caught! Jamison Crowder, touchdown Duke!
Sean Renfrey stays in the game on a 4th down. Great protection. Jamison Crowder climbs the ladder in traffic.
Fitzgerald from the slot back in motion. And the blitz of Rutherford picked up nicely. Has time to fire one deep. Fitzgerald open. A diving catch for a touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
There he is, folks. That's the guy. That is a true freshman. Look at this, folks. Oh. That is a fantastic football catch. That's Jerry Rice reincarnated.
I guess he made it for the drop, huh, guys? This team's been fighting uphill, trying to come from behind for a month. Now with the lead, they're getting a little wobbly. But a downfield shot to Ayuk. A foot race. They won't get him. Wow. 81 yards just when it seemed like the Sun Devils were going to sink.
DeJean, dangerous and deep. And this one much better. But room for DeJean to work. Crowd can sense it. DeJean across midfield, breaks the tackle. DeJean down the sideline. Goodbye. Touchdown, Iowa.
It's a gadget play. Drew Terrell wants to throw back to Andrew Luck. And a one-handed grab, no. Out of bounds, just barely. We'll see, though.
There it is. Nice play action right there. Throw back to the quarterback. Boy, one big ball out there. Oh, he got a foot in, I think.
Did he possess the ball?
Well,
with the foot down.
That foot's in. And I think he's got possession. That should be a catch.
They're going to review it. That's why I said right away. It is definitely going to be a review. As Andrew Luck looks up at the board.
Nothing to it, Coach.
After review, there is a change in the ruling on the field. The receiver caught the pass. It will be first down at the 15.5-yard line.
Barkley off and running. Saquon Barkley. Say bye-bye. Touchdown, Penn State.
Seen.
I said Nick Toon, but they put Jared Abbrederis back there instead.
Three-man rush. Cousins on the last play of regulation. Chucks it to the end zone. Caught! Michigan State's caught it on a rebound. Hold on. It is just short of the end zone. Instant replay. We'll take a look at this. Ball was caught by Keith Nickel. Take a look.
Abbrederis gets in the air and gets a hand on it. Nickel is right in the front. It comes right into his hands. Does the ball cross the plane? Taylor is fighting like crazy to prevent it from breaking the plane. Boy, it was really close. Really close. Look at Abbrederis gets up in the air. The ball goes off of Sims and Cunningham. Nickel is right there. And Taylor's doing everything he can to keep the ball away from breaking the plane.
After further review, the runner did cross the line.
Touchdown, Michigan State. With a miracle ending.
This guy is one of the best finishers of a run that I've seen in a long time in college football. Takes the handoff again. Breaks 3 tackles, gets away. And Trent Richardson picking up a couple blocks. He might take it. Cuts back, stays on his feet. What a move. Shake it, bake it, and he makes it. Touchdown. Every Heisman campaign has a play that people talk about. This might be it.
First down at the 46-yard line. Newton rides it to him and then takes it himself. Broke a tackle, puts his hand on the grass and down the sideline. Newton got there, touchdown. It doesn't seem like a guy that's 6'6", 244 pounds should be able to run that fast. 54 yards for the touchdown.
To recognize the defense and do it as such a young player, it's refreshing because you don't see it much in college football.
Lamar Jackson keeps it on the zone read. He's got a blocker or two, and he's got open field. Lamar Jackson to the 25. A juke move there. Another lead in. And he's in the end zone for the second time. A scintillating 61-yard run for the freshman Lamar Jackson. They've had some great quarterbacks in Louisville Cardinals history. This may be the next great one.
Well, I mean, he outruns Myles Garrett. Shakes a corner and a safety, and then it's a foot race.
12th play of the drive. Backside pressure ball is intercepted! Kenny Wheaton! Touchdown if he doesn't trip! Baby, can you believe it? 95 yards. The improbable at the most opportune time for Oregon. Well, the house is delirious right now. Kenny Wheaton, a redshirt freshman.
To the bottom of your screen.
Intercepted by Colorado. Deion Figure
fullback, Dane the tailback. Any carry now could be for the record. Bollinger under his center. Casey Robach takes. Gives it to Dane. Straight ahead. Dane across the 20. He's to the 25. Touch right. Dane to the 30. 35. Dane across the 40. Dane across the 45-yard line. And there it is. Ron Dane has become the NCAA's all-time career rushing leader. The man of few words has rushed for more yards than anyone in Division I history.
Ball's at their own 28. Quick snap for Aller, looking left. Can't get it out. Now pressure coming. Aller throws. Loose ball. Yes! Intercepted. Christian Gray picks it off at the 42-yard line. Notre Dame will get the ball back with 33 seconds left in the game. What a big-time pick from Christian Gray.
Pick City has arrived in Miami.
You need 10. Play clock at 4. From the pocket, launching downfield, underthrown and intercepted. Kelee Ringo has an escort down the sidelines. All the way to the end zone, and Georgia is going to conquer the Crimson Tide.
31-24. Buffaloes have the ball third down at 10 for the Baylor 43-yard line. One play. Can they find the end zone?
Marion Miller out there.
Extend this game. Shotgun snap. Shedeur rolls the pocket out to the left, looking downfield, setting his feet, rifles this one towards the end zone, and it just shy, or did he catch it? It was LaJohntay Wester. He scooped it up. He scooped it off the turf. Holy cow, what a play. I can't believe my eyes. In the rain here in Boulder in the Front Range, the Buffaloes, with zeros on the clock, have made it a 31-30 ball game. Shedeur Sanders has done it again. Buff Nation, you've got to be going out of your mind pending the APAT. Boundary side right, they got two wide receivers. Nothing left. Handoff. Richardson again. And he fumbled the football into the end zone. And Colorado tried to pick it up and lost on the back of the end zone.
Watch Hunter come over at the end of this play and go low as the ball comes out.
That is a fumble. This game will be over. And the man we have talked about game in and game out since he walked onto campus a year ago. We say it all the time. He's the most dynamic player in college football. And there he just made a spectacular, legendary play.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. The ball game's over.
Buff Nation, go out of your mind. What a homecoming win on a rainy night here in Boulder. It's over in one overtime, 38-31, and Travis Hunter has done it again. I'll say it again. Give that man the Heisman.
4th and goal, Texas at the Ohio State 8 with 2:29 to play fourth quarter. 21-14, Buckeyes leading. Ewers in a shotgun. 2x2 wide receivers. Wisner in the backfield with him. Ewers set to toss. Ewers being chased. Hit by Jack Sawyer. Knocked the ball out. Sawyer's picked it up, and he's running down the right side. Jack Sawyer hits the 50-yard line to the Texas 40. Sawyer to the 30, to the 20 of Texas. Jack Sawyer is going to take it into the end zone. His second fumble recovery of the season. Jack Sawyer, Ohio State defensive end. He finally got to Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers. And Jack Sawyer races it into the end zone to give Ohio State a 27-14 lead over Texas.
Well, he almost had that kind of play against Michigan, but it didn't quite work out. This time it did. Hit Quinn Ewers with his arm up in the air, knocked the ball out, recovered it, and then raced up the Ohio State sideline into the end zone. That's a defensive lineman's dream right there.